All right. Writing that in Word form. Got about 10 more seconds there. 10 more seconds. Zing, do you almost have your answer? All right. Go ahead, show it. What do you got? All right, let me see. 3 and 2100s. Yes, yes, I see it. Samuel, nice. Hallie, very good. Yes, Josiah, good. Yes, Linda and Zing, nice job. Yes, Cameron, what?
Oh, I can see your foot.
Okay, perfect. Now, I want you to write that same decimal in expanded form. Choose any way that you like. Surprise me. Which way are you going to use in expanded form? Go for it.
I have bad penmanship. I have bad penmanship. Do I have bad penmanship?
No, it's beautiful. About 10 more seconds there. Expanded form. Don't show it yet, Florin. Don't show it. Stop it. Hallie, Barry, I saw that too. Okay. All right, show it. What do you got? Very nice. I like it, Linda. Using fractions. Yes, using decimals. I like it. Multiplying by the decimal, by the fraction. Very good. You guys are on it. Nice job. That's excellent. So, now we're going to work on what we did yesterday. What digit did I underline? That 2. I want you to round that 2. I want you to round it to the nearest tenth. Go ahead. What would that be? Rounded to the nearest tenth. Don't show your answer yet, Samuel. People are going to cheat off you. Rounded to the nearest tenth. What would it be?
All right.
Round to the nearest tenth. All right, go ahead, show it. What do we got? All right, I'm looking. 3.2, 3.2, 3.2. Sounds like 3.2. Let's take a look. Here we go. Watch me if you need. I'm going to look at that. I'm going to look at the digit in the hundredths place. That tells me what to do. I'm going to circle it. And I'm going to draw those eyelashes on it because I'm looking at it. I'm looking at that 1. It tells me what to do with the 2. Either change the 2 by rounding it up to 3 or stay the same. 1 is 4 or less, so I'm going to let it rest or let it go, right? So it's going to be 3 and 2 tenths. Okay? Last problem today for our mental math is going to be another rounding one, but it's going to be a little bit more challenging. Let's see if you guys can do it. I'm not going to underline the digit that you're rounding. I'm just going to tell you what to round it to. Round this decimal to the nearest hundredth. Round to the nearest hundredth. Go ahead. Whichever digit is in that hundredths place is the digit that you should be underlining. It's the only digit that's going to change by going up or stay the same. To the nearest hundredth.
Don't show it yet.
Don't show it yet, Hallie. Hallie Berry. You're breaking the rules, girl. I didn't say show it. Hide it. Don't show it. Put your shoes on, Cameron. Something smells. All right. Go ahead. Show it. What do we got? 56.37. It looks like most of us got that. We have a 56.4. Let's take a look and and see what we did. So the digit that I'm going to be rounding is the 6. It's either going to go up or stay the same. How do I know? Well, I'm looking at the 7. The 7 tells me what to do. I'm looking at it. I drew eyelashes on that 7 to that digit to the right. 7 is 5 or above, so I need to give that 6 a shove. So it's going to be 56.37 is your answer. Very nice job. Give me an I agree if you got it right. Yes?
I did the 0 at the end.
That's okay too. Remember, that's an equivalent decimal, so if you added on that 0, that's good too, all right? Good job. Let's move into our lesson now. You are on page 127. Turn to page 127 in your math journal. You will see a map, boys and girls. Today we are going to, what is this place? Ireland. We're going to take a trip to Ireland today. Who's excited? Bags are packed. I'm ready to go. Let's do it.
Boys Productions.
All right. So for today, for your math message, you need to tell me what are the coordinates for Westport and the coordinates for Wicklow. What are those? You're filling in the blank over here on the far right side. Westport and Wicklow. What are the coordinates? It's kind of like playing Battleship. Those of you that played Battleship before. Is that a cookie, Marcus?
You better share some.
Yeah, you better, boy. Better share that cookie.
I don't see anything.
Westport and Wicklow. Go ahead, find those coordinates.
Shove. Westport and Wicklow. Okay, so let's see. B1. Well, I wasn't exactly. Oh, I found it. I wasn't sure what happened.
We gotta find Westport and Wicklow.
I wasn't sure which one. I found it.
About 10 more seconds here. Ooh, I like me some root beer there, Marcus. That sounds good. Mix it with some ice cream. Little root beer float.
I think we're gonna do coordinates.
All right, let's take a look at what we are doing. Take a look at my presentation, okay? Make sure you pinned my camera, right? Here we go. Today we are working with something that's called ordered pairs, or also known as our points on a coordinate plane, okay? So ordered pairs on a coordinate plane. Let's take a look at that math message on page 127. Westport, where can you be, Westport? Let me change the view so I can make it bigger, or smaller, I should say. Westport, help me find Westport. Where's Westport at?
I have no idea. Well, I don't know what you said. What do we look at?
Here it is. Westport. I found it. So, for the coordinate of Westport, Westport can be found in this square here. Where is that square located? You should have pinned me on the Google Meet so you can follow along and watch me. I see that it's at 5, but what's the letter? B. B5. So that is the coordinate for Westport. Make sure you have that. Give me an I agree if you got Westport at B5, yes? It's kind of like Battleship. Moving on, we needed to find Wicklow. Where is Wicklow at? Help me find Wicklow for me. Oh, I see it. There it is. It's near Dublin. Dublin is the capital of Ireland. So I see that it is at 4, but what letter is it at? It is at F4. So that is my coordinate for Wicklow. F4. Questions there about your math message? We good to go? Give me a thumb up if you're good to go. Excellent.
Oh, it's Westport is in 5B.
Yes, B5 is what we'll say instead of 5B, okay? Move to page 128. Page 128. We're going to practice plotting some points here, okay? First, before we start plotting points, I want to go over a vocabulary word here. If you're looking on my screen like you should, that word is origin. Do you guys have that on your paper? You don't, do you? Good. So origin, the origin is the point 0, 0. That is called the origin. Okay? So make sure you remember that. All right? 0, 0 is the point. So let's go ahead and do the first one together here. Point T. There's some things that you also need to know about coordinate planes. We have an x-axis that runs left to right, and then we also have a y-axis which runs up and down. When we have a coordinate, your x-axis, your x value, I should say, is always going to be first, and then followed by your y value. I try to teach my students by thinking of this as like you're playing basketball. First, you're going to dribble down the court on your x-axis, and then you're going to shoot it on your y-axis, okay? For example, watch me on the first one here. Point T. I'm going to dribble to my 4, dribble to my 4, and then I'm not going to put a point yet because I have to shoot it at 3. I'm going to go up 3 lines. And I'm going to plot my point as point T. I need to label those points as well, so point T. Can you guys see that okay? Give me a thumb up if you can. Excellent. Let's move on to point S. The x value is 3. The y value is 4. The biggest mistake I see 5th graders make is reversing those.
With the quality
okay?
No.
Here we go. X. X, I'm going to dribble to my 3 and shoot it to my 4. So it should be
it's an alphabetical
close to your T. So it's going to be S. I'm going to label that point as S. Point U is at what point? Called the origin. So I'm going to put a point right at the origin. 0, 0. I don't move anywhere on my x-axis, and I don't move anywhere on my y-axis, and I'm going to label that point as point U. Number 4, point M. My x is 5, my y is 9. So let's dribble on my x, 5, and then I'm going to shoot it to the 9, almost all the way to the top. Sometimes if you need to use another piece of paper to help guide you of where your y value, where you're going to stop, you might want to do that. Just put a piece of paper on that coordinate, and you can slightly move it up so you stay on your correct spot on the x value, okay? So 5, 9, and that is at point M. I want you guys to go ahead and plot the point for number 5, point N, and that is at 9, 5. 9, 5. Plot that point for me, and plot it as point N. Nine, 5. Give me a thumb up once you got point N plotted. 9, 5, yes? All right, here we go. Let's check to see if you got it right. I'm going to dribble my basketball to my 9 and then shoot it to the 5. So make sure it lines up appropriately. Your point should be right there. Point N, 9, 5, yes? How do we feel so far about this lesson? Pretty good. Thumb up, in the middle, or thumb down. Whoa, you're going too fast for me. We good? Okay. Connor, I see you raised your hand. Did you have a question?
Like I put my 9 first on the left, and then my 5, which put it like directly in the middle.
So that's point M. Point M is 5 9.
Gotcha.
So you got it backwards. Okay, that's okay. That's the biggest mistake that we can make, okay? Is just reversing that X and Y value. Remember, it's always X and then Y. You dribble and then shoot. Never shoot it first. Here we go.
What is happening? I'm lagging, and there's no audio.
Number 2.
There's no audio.
Hey, Cameron, I need you to mute your mic, okay?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
Cameron, get out and get back in.
Hello?
Type it in the chat for me.
Hello?
Very awkward.
Yes, very awkward. Hopefully he can hear that.
Okay,
All right.
it's really laggy.
Here we go. Point A. Let's move on. I need to plot the point A. Here we go. Find out where A is on your X value. Where is it at? I'm looking if you need a piece of paper to help you up, to line it up for you. Use it. It would be at 10. And then what would be the Y value? I'm going all the way up and I'm looking to the left. It is at 13. So for point A, that would be 10, 13. This is the biggest mistake. What's wrong with my coordinate? Someone say it. What mistake did I make? Joel.
Oh, the parentheses.
You have to have your parentheses. If you don't have parentheses, it is wrong. Okay? 10, 13. That 10 is my X. The 13 is the Y. Let's move on to point B. Point B. Where is point B at? Here it is. I'm going to dribble to my 5, and I shoot it to my 13. Y is 13. So 5 is the X value. 13 is the Y value. Oh, I put it on the wrong line. Oops. 5, 13. There we go. X and Y. You don't have to label it X and Y every time. Just the coordinate, just the ordered pair is fine, okay? Let's move on to point C. I'm going to dribble to my 5 and shoot it to the 9.
I can't see a screen.
That's okay. 5, 9. And then what is the point for the origin? That is at, someone tell me, what's the origin? Do you remember? Evan.
0.0.
Not point 0, say comma, okay? 0, 0, yes, okay? 0, 0. Evan, go for it.
When you're writing the coordinates, do you write the number dash the other number, or the number comma the other number?
Oh, good question.
Oh,
It is a comma. It is a comma. Okay?
Okay.
Let's move on and plot some more points, shall we?
Wait, can you hear me right now?
Hey, Cameron, yes, we hear you. All right, let's move on.
Wait. Is my sound delayed?
All right, here we go. 610.
Is my sound delayed? Oh, okay, good.
610. Go ahead and plot that point. I'm going to dribble to my 6 and shoot it to the 10. Dribble and shoot to 10. And we get D. Don't forget to label that point as point D. And then let's do F now. Dribble to your 10. Shoot it to your 9. We always dribble on the X value first. And then go up to my y value. I'm going to label that as point F. Moving on to point H, 9, 5. X value is 9, so find 9 on your x-axis, and then shoot it to your 5 on your y-axis. And I'm going to plot that point as H. Moving on to K, 5, 6. Dribble to your 5 and shoot it to your 6. And that's point K. And then 9, 10 for point E. Dribble to your 9 and shoot it to your 10. There it is. It's pretty close to D and F there. So that is point E. Connor, you had a question?
Didn't we already do 9, 10? You told me I couldn't do it for end on number 1, so why are you doing it here?
You accidentally got them confused again. Okay, 10, 9 was F. Find 10 on your x-axis, and then 9 on your y-axis. That is at point F. And then 9, 10 is on your x-axis is 9. You need to find 9 on your bottom one, and then shoot it to your 10. It's different. You're getting them backwards, okay? Your X is always first, okay? Go ahead and do G and J on your own. Do G and J on your own. Give me a thumb up once you've got G and J done. I see some thumbs. Nice. Keep on working there. Get those done for me.
Mr. Fleming.
Who said that? Evan?
Me? Could I get a drink, please?
Yeah, go ahead. 10, 6. Here we go. If you're not done, just go ahead and work ahead of me. 10, and then 6 for your... Oh, I have my H kind of blocking that. I'm going to fix that a little bit. I'm going to use a different color. And that's point G. And then 6, 5. 6 on your X. And then 5 on your Y. And there it is. And I'm going to label that as J. Like I said, we can always use a straight edge, like a piece of paper, maybe a bookmark that you have around. It tells us connect the points in alphabetical order beginning with point C. Let's see if it makes something. Let's begin with point C going in alphabetical order. So we have to begin with point C. So we're not going to B. Alphabetical order tells us that we would do D first after C. So C, D, E, F, G, H, J, K, C. What image did you create by connecting those points?
5.
What image did we make?
Octagon.
We should have made, mine looks terrible. Let me make mine look a little bit better, at least. We should have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, it is an 8-sided figure, so it is a octagon. Yes, absolutely, you got it right, octagon, whoever said it.
That was me, definitely not.
And to end our lesson today, there is a game called Hidden Treasure. And there's a game called Hidden Treasure on Everyday Math. If you would like to play that with somebody maybe at home or as a guest with somebody, that goes with ordered pairs, okay? So there's a game on Everyday Math website to help you out as well if you need more practice with that, okay? Questions? Okay? So here's your reflection. Hopefully you thought today was pretty easy. Today was supposed to be a pretty easy lesson, okay?
Oh, was it?
Describe how you would plot this point. This point is point H. And today's date is December 12th, 2020. Connor. Okay. Describe
I see that
how
you got
would
my
plot
message.
Describe how you would plot that point H, on a coordinate grid. And then the second question is, also tell me, who do you think may use ordered pairs in the real world? Who would ever use that? How would you use this type of skill in the real world? Who would use something like that? Is it the 10th? Today is the 10th. My bad. It is the 10th. That was Joel's fault.
Why me?
Remember,
it was your fault, Joel.
it's always Joel's. Remember, you're like my nose.
If it's not it's Clover.
It's definitely Clover. Even though she's not here.
All right.
Clover, my fault.
I see Florence said scientist. Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else have a career? Is there a career that somebody actually uses ordered pairs like
I
this?
work for Bill, dude. Worker.
Your dad? Marcus, what's your dad do?
Oh, find the thing.
Go to Everyday Math's link, like how to go to that.
Oh, I'll help you out here in a moment, okay?
But I think
Carpenter?
you're supposed to go to McGraw.
Yeah, a carpenter can, maybe, for like creating something. They have
What
points
about
that they need to
a
make.
builder? Rob the builder.
The builder. I was gonna say like a construction worker. Sir, can you just like tell me how to go to Everyday Math?
Yeah, I will here in a moment, okay, Barshini? What about this? Who might see this screen, but who might do this?
A weather forecast.
Okay, maybe.
A person who makes maps.
Yeah. Or
That person.
did you know, like, pilots? Pilots, they can't see up in the sky. They have to know their coordinates, right? What about people on a boat?
A pirate, because there's navigators would use
Right. Yes, a geographer.
Navigators on pirate ships, ships.
Yeah, people on boats. They're in the ocean. They got to figure out where they're going by using coordinates. Even the military. Don't forget the military, too.
4-6. Oh yeah,
All right.
these are
But
don't they?
that is the end.
Guess what?
That is the end of today's lesson. As a reminder, it's important that we raise our hand if we have something to say, because then people can't understand what's going on, okay? So make sure we're doing that, and I'll call on you, okay? Anybody have any questions before we leave? Barshini, I'll help you here in a moment, okay? Anybody questions? Florin.
Is small group after this?
Small group is at 150, hun. 150.
Okay, well, I have something funny. I want to say something funny.